Today, Ron DeSantis called out the lies, exposing the book ban hoax. He put on an event where he played a video showing the books that are being removed and why. I got news for you. Twitter has already censored the video. Why? Because it's graphic adult content. Ron DeSantis tweeted exposing the book ban hoax, and Twitter says the following media includes potentially sensitive content. I cannot show you the video. I can't. I can explain some of it to you, probably and to the best of my abilities in a family-friendly way. I'll do my best. Let's talk about this story. We have this video. This is the live stream, an hour and 50 minutes from Ron DeSantis. Again, I will stress, I cannot play the full video for you, but I want to play just the beginning until I have to stop.
Teachers who display or give a student a book deemed unallowed could face up to 5 years in prison.
They post in the MSNBC segment. It says the Washington Post, hide your books to avoid felony charges, Florida schools tells teachers. Breaking the law is a third-degree felony, meaning that a teacher could face up to 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine for displaying or giving students a disallowed book.
You heard that right. 5 years in prison for handing a child a book.
The law requires books to be free from pornography.
Oh, really? Okay, well, that sounds reasonable.
Instruction on sexual orientation or gender identity in kindergarten through third grade.
Also, why would you be having sex ed books for those kids? So, okay, fine. All right.
And discrimination in a
free of discrimination. Okay. What's the problem with banning porn for kindergartners?
way that an individual, by virtue of his or her race, color, sex, or national origin, is inherently racist or oppressive, whether consciously or unconsciously.
All right. Fact one. Here are the books parents found in Florida schools and reported to their school districts for removal. I can't show you the books. I can't. I got one right here, though. This is one of the books. Ian, you know him from Timcast IRL, ordered it. And in this book, there are graphic adult depictions. Let me just put it this way. Let me explain for you a bit of the things beyond genderqueer people have heard of. I strongly encourage people to read it however they can, because Genderqueer is a book about a woman who was psychologically abused, and I would say to a certain degree physically abused by her parents, and it induced trauma. The author is a fetishist who states in the book that she is aroused at the thought of being a man, and that may explain everything she does. But it's about a young girl who peed in the backyard when she was a kid. That's where she would pee. She couldn't read till she was 12. She would use crusted pads, crusted with blood, for days, and smelled so bad the school actually told her she needed to get her hygiene in order. That's one book for kids where they talk about how that's all good. Wow. Some of the images displayed next, I absolutely can't show you, but it depicts, let's just say, male on male, graphic, full on images. Okay, there you go. You ever see It's Always Sunny? And they're talking about doing that movie with Dolph Lundgren, and like, here's the twist, we show it. You know, the sex scenes. One of the images, so we have in Genderqueer, adult graphic content of individuals performing acts on each other. In one of the books, it actually shows two men. One man is with his back, it has his back to the other man. And the man behind is engaging in adult activities to the man in front. And I'll just leave it at that. I think you understand what I'm saying. They actually show it full on, penetrative, full on, showing it in a book meant for children. Or at the very least, they are presenting it to kids. Can't show you. Can't show you the images. Not on YouTube. YouTube would not allow me. I would probably get a strike if I showed you these images. When Ron DeSantis, I mean, this is absolutely hilarious. Twitter has censored the video. The following media includes potentially sensitive content. Here, let me read some for you. They say the governor joined several local officials in criticizing schools and teachers that have removed nearly all books from the classrooms and school libraries, asserting that local districts have been able to approve specific books on a case-by-case basis. Hillsborough County was aimed at identifying several books that DeSantis asserts were present in school libraries and have material that is not appropriate for children. One parent who spoke mentioned 2 items she alleges were present in a school: a Hustler magazine and a book called A Court of Mist and Fury. After mentioning those items by name, she also mentioned another unnamed book she alleges was in the school library that advised students on the process of uploading photos to Grindr, a gay hookup app. DeSantis mentioned that 89% of the books that were actually removed from school shelves during the approval process included pornographic material or material that wasn't deemed appropriate for the grade or age level that had access to the books at the time of review. Some books that he mentioned were explicitly approved involved the lives of anti-slavery activist Frederick Douglass and black baseball player Jackie Robinson. He defended accusations that a law banned discussions of race, mentioning that Florida law requires the discussion of race in the nation's past with slavery. What they're trying to claim, because they're lying, and all they do is lie, they're trying to claim that Florida's banning discussions of slavery. No, what they banned was books that are discriminatory based on race. It's weird. Why would the left lie about that and want books that were discriminatory on the basis of race? How strange. They say last month, Florida House Speaker Paul Renner requested information about a book that was challenged in Hillsborough County titled This Book is Gay. While the vast majority of reading and educational materials in our school libraries are age appropriate, some books are so clearly obscene and directed to children that they would be rejected by adult bookstores. Any fair-minded person reviewing these books would agree, and we will not tolerate continued efforts to bypass Florida law. I want you all to look. I don't want people to buy this book, Genderqueer, because I don't want the individual who wrote it to receive money. But you do need to understand this book, and it's probably very important that you read it, and perhaps it's important that you do buy it. I don't want the person who wrote it to get money, but I do want you to have it so you can show people. I had a friend who is very much lefty, known for a long time. And I said, they are bringing pornographic material into children's libraries. And they didn't believe me. They said, no, they aren't. That's ridiculous. That's a right-wing talking point. And so I simply grabbed the book and I said, look at this. Stonewall Honor, American Library Association. Oh, Library Association. Is this in libraries for kids? And then I simply went to the back and showed the Sex Act. And they were like, well, I can't believe that. That can't be in libraries. What you just, here's a picture. Look at the picture. I want you to look at it. Yep. 2 adults performing activities, acts on each other, gratuitous acts. Is that appropriate for kids? No, but that's not in libraries. You're lying. So after I show you the book with the award from the American Library Association on it, numerous reports that this book has been in schools, numerous reports of outrage from the left that it's being banned in schools, and then I show you the picture and you say, there's no way that's possible. It's crazy. It's almost like we're telling the truth. They are showing this stuff to kids. It's amazing. And it's not just the only one. I got to be honest. One of these books, I'm worried that if I scroll forward, you know what I'll do? I'll take it off screen, and I will. Let me just play the video so you can hear the audio. Here's the books that were found. They said, what was found is shocking, graphic, and we warn you, it is not appropriate for children.
Flamer by Mike Curato was found in Broward, Collier, Hillsborough, Marion, Seminole, and Volusia County schools. The camp the boys go to in the book has an island that the book says looks like a frying pan, but we're all certain it looks like a f***ing balls. It also contains a shower scene with a group of boys where a young man gets an erection. Another where a boy watches porn and asks, why is there so much hair? While noting that those are so big. And if none of this causes you to pause, there's another section where a group of boys masturbate together and are pressured to ejaculate into a bottle.
Jeez. Are these ideologically driven books an appropriate use of taxpayer money?
By Erica Moen and Matthew Nolan was found in a Broward County school and contains graphic depictions of how to masturbate for males and...
So one of the images right now that I have off screen explains in great detail how to use, let's just say, anal insertion tools and actually shows two men engaged in
for anal
full-on
sex
activities.
with an encouragement to use a butt plug. Even more startling is the guide on how to sext for children, encouraging them to send photos that don't include your face, hide your birthmarks and scars, and edit out your piercings and tattoos. Books by Rupi Kaur, such as
The craziest thing I think from this is the image of the two men engaging in like outright intercourse. I can't show it. This is YouTube. You know, it can't.
was found in a Broward County school and contains graphic depictions of how to masturbate.
This is crazy. Let me try and at least read some of it. It says when it comes to reproduce, this is crazy. Okay, so maybe it's not two men. I can't really tell. It just outright shows, weirdly, an amputee. Okay, I got it, man. It shows a black amputee. Yes, he's missing a leg, and banging a woman, I guess. And it says, "Whoa, that's not safe for work." That's what they're showing the kids. So, look, man, they ain't banning books; they're banning porn. Why are leftists trying so hard to get porn in schools? This porn ban from Ron DeSantis, I think, is appropriate. So why do teachers want porn in the classroom? Ask yourself this, and ask your friends this. Did you hear that story about the teachers that porn? It was there was a Hustler and then some other porn book showing like people doing it. And then when they're like, I don't know what you're talking about, I'd be like, I don't know, look it up. I don't know, it happened. What should we say? They're trying really hard. I think it's because they're pedophiles. Well, it is what it is. We just got to keep calling it out and saying no. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up in a few minutes. Stick around and I'll see you all shortly.